Hey, what's going on, everybody? So here we are, another Netflix movie that just came out. Hate to break it to you guys again, but it's not the best. And this movie was like right up my alley, too. The movie's basically about this lady, Madeline Marie O'Hare, who I was not familiar with before I saw the movie. But apparently she's the one who's responsible for bringing to the Supreme Court the idea that prayer should not be required in schools, which led to the landmark Supreme Court case making it constitutional. And then she founded this organization called American Atheists, I believe, and then at some point she got kidnapped. So if that explanation doesn't pull you in, I don't know what the fuck will. But as a movie fan, I try to just put my personal beliefs aside and just kind of like, view it as it was supposed to be intended, as a form of entertainment. Because that's really what every movie is, technically. Because it's a piece of art that's meant to be consumed. And I consumed a very tonally retarded, not totally historically accurate portrayal of a historical figure. And the fact that it's not 100% accurate is totally fine, because it's not a documentary, and at the same time, they kept all the core aspects of the events that happened in her life, so that's really the only important thing. Because I looked up interviews of the lady, just like on YouTube or whatever, and like, their mannerisms do not match up. I don't know if that was an acting choice or a directing choice, but the actress Melissa Leo, who is a great actress by the way, like her facial mannerisms and her just speech pattern, it didn't match up with the actual Miss O'Hare. And I was honestly kind of annoyed with the way she spoke, like that was just me. But like I said, the tone just made zero sense. The first half hour of the movie is like this really quirky, like kind of upbeat, like almost like happy-go-lucky kind of vibe to it. But it like Tarantino's back and forth to when she got kidnapped, so it's like semi-serious. But there's a lot of times where it's like lighthearted, but they say fuck like 20 times in the movie, so it's like, I don't know who the movie was for. Like, I don't know if they made this movie specifically for, like, atheist audiences, because that kind of has to do with the subject matter, but at the same time, her character is so fucking unlikable that it could be for other people, and it could be trying to paint atheists in a bad light? Like, I'm really not sure. I'm gonna guess and say that they were trying to paint her as, like, a human being with some decent qualities, just based on the ending. Or maybe it was telling people to not be judgmental. I'm still, seriously still trying to, like, rack my brain over what the fuck this movie was trying to accomplish. But if it was trying to spread awareness about this particular lady, then it did do that, because it did get me interested, and like I said, I looked up interviews and shit like that, and there's like a little short film documentary on YouTube about her, so it got me interested, but the product itself was just kind of like, eh. The movie felt sloppy. That's probably the best way I can put it. It's just the movie just felt sloppy. Like, they didn't exactly know where they were going tonally or, like, story-wise with the whole non-linear storytelling. Like, they just didn't know. But the movie's not terrible, though. Like, I didn't hate it, but I certainly didn't like it. But the sad part was the script was actually awesome. A lot of the dialogue and, like, the witty comebacks that she has in the movie are just fucking on point and hilarious. Like, whoever wrote the dialogue is a fucking genius, because some of the things that comes out of that old lady's mouth are fucking bonkers. Which leads me to believe that the script was probably really amazing, but this movie's just poorly directed, because tone is not something you can really come across like in like a script. Like, it's kind of hard to achieve a tone by just reading words, which is why books are difficult for people, because you gotta use your imagination. But in a movie, like, everything's just laid out for you. And the tone has to do with the acting, the music, and all sorts of the setting, like everything. So, not very well directed, not terribly well acted either. It has its moments, but for the most part, everybody's just basic. Am I glad I found out about the source material? Yes. Am I glad I saw the movie? Not particularly. So that being said, overall, I think for a score, I'm gonna give it a 3.9 out of 10. The script showed a lot of potential, and you could see that several times throughout the movie, but the movie had no fucking idea what it was trying to do. So I personally don't recommend it, but I mean, hey, give it a shot. You might like it. I don't fucking know. But anyway, guys, those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Did you see this movie? Do you know anything about it? Hop in the comments. Let me know what's up. And if you have any suggestions about things that I should watch, review, hop in the comments. Let me know about that shit, too. Other than that, just like, subscribe, do all that other bullshit, and I will catch you guys later.